Yes, that thermometer says 42 degrees Celsius, or about 108 Fahrenheit. Hot. Gotta wear a jacket to protect from the sun, which makes it even worse. And once the weather turns this way here, it won't relent for weeks and weeks. So you just gotta do what you gotta do. And so I'm finally off on another roaming trip. It's been a while. I'm headed to a hardware store. I'm in search of a new bench-style grinder and a sort of a reconnaissance mission here. Just gonna go and search and see what's out there. With a lot of people moving on from the pandemic, I feel there's probably waning interest in these types of roaming videos. Still, I think I'll continue to do them. I'll just see what the interest is and just do what I can. There's lane splitting, and then there's lane splitting. Stuck at traffic lights and 42 degrees is probably closer to 52 degrees Celsius with all the heat coming off the pavement, the buses, the cars, the scooters, and everything else that's on the road. The traffic lights here are timed, and so if I see that there's 60 seconds remaining, I'll avert my eyes to try to kill some time and look at stuff, and I think, oh, okay, probably 40 seconds has passed, and I look back at the traffic light and I say, what? It's still 55 seconds. When you're in such heat, the time just goes so slowly. This small tunnel is like a wormhole to another dimension. light up ahead like that, it's like you've come back from a near-death experience. Been constructing this big stadium, what they call a big egg, on the right here for forever. A real stupid project in my opinion. Looks like a spaceship landed. And that on my left there is the Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall. I always want to drive up one of these flatbed truck ramps, a la James Bond. When I was young, I had a cousin, John, who bought a real rust bucket of a car, and he spent months just bondoing the whole thing. So later we used to call him John Bondo. I want to go straight here, but I'm in the turning lane, so just got to be a little bit careful. got to watch out for hammerheads on these roads. Is that same hammerhead from before? Probably not. A lot of new buildings going up all over here. Sure makes me wonder who's buying. The hardware store that I want to go to is just up ahead. It's not really big, but it has decent variety. I'm not even going to try to waste my time to find a legit parking space. Here'll do. So I'm thinking about an 8-inch bench grinder. I really prefer this blue one with the handle. but they only have it in 6" here, so I might look elsewhere and see if I can find that in 8". I'm also on the market for one of these mini bench grinders. These small drill presses are pretty cool, though I'm not sure how useful they'd be. This mini compressor is also pretty nice. These are the flat wheels that a lot of people inquire about. I need to get some 80 grit flat discs, but I only see 60s. I'll probably just get this slug here. These polishing compounds are of interest to me. Of late, I've been getting into more blades and stuff like that. They have a lot of these more expensive Proxxon Dremel style or jewelry making style tools. I think this is a German company. I'm sure I could find a use for tools like this, but then again, I could probably find a use for every tool in this store. They've got tons of these Dremel style grinding, sanding, cutting, deburring types of tools. I'm on the lookout for bimetal hacksaw blades. I'm pretty sure they don't have that here. I have to go to another store. And checking quickly, I see they just have high-speed steel ones, which to me are pretty useless. So these here are coated steel brushes. Pretty stiff. But these here are actual brass brushes, much softer to the touch. The way I touch everything, it's a miracle I never got the virus to this point. Then again, I don't think the virus could survive when I'm forging. Hammering away next to my fire in this heat is something that maybe most organisms don't want to do. Well, back into the street heat I go. I'm gonna head quickly to the metalworking area. Urban renewal is really taking a toll on this area. I can foresee a day soon when big name brand stores, high-rise luxury apartments, clothing boutiques, and overpriced coffee take over here. Coming to this area for the first time, you wouldn't notice that. But since I've been here a while, I've seen changes, and especially in the last 2 years or so. There's still a lot of metalworking related businesses here, but one by one they're moving out or shutting down completely. Case in point, this used to be a lot of small businesses, and now a high-rise is going up here, and the first floor will no doubt have luxury boutiques and stuff like that. And on my right here, another massive building is underway. A lot of people call it progress, and maybe to some degree it is, but to me, I call it having to go farther out of my way to get what I need. Well, that's all for now. I hope you guys are staying cool, and I'll catch you next time.